this rainy day and transplanting. These are Brussels sprouts. I did some kohlrabi and broccoli for the top of the bed. And then these are onions I did a little earlier. There's 4 rows within this row. And so that's what we're doing, but I like to lay them out where they're going first, just to have a sense of, how much space is in each flat is taking up in the bed. Got a trowel here, make a nice fluffy spot. Not necessarily digging a deep hole, but just kind of fluffing up the soil a little bit without touching the plant. It's a little dry. Just tuck it in there, press it down, and make sure it's not a big hole in there, because otherwise the plant will drown. But that it's nice, even soil around it. We would probably want these a little bit more moist. They looked wet on top, but they don't seem to be dry on the bottom. You can always water them before.
So you're just sort of defining the beds and getting them flat on the top, clear to defining the paths, and putting the surface area to the growing space. Glorious. Black walnut in bloom. This is the first time we've seen this on this tree. It's in its 15th year. It's nice to see the nuts will be coming soon. In this polyculture we planted chives, mullein has sort of naturalized, daffodils, and over here there's a bunch of valerian. Into this bed, lupin, mullein, monarda, valerian galore, with walking onion along the perimeter. There's some hollyhock and tarragon mixed in as well. This bed should fill in nicely. See how thickly the valerian and the dandelion have come in underneath the walnut. There's also chives and daffodil. Been a good year so far for shiitakes. See them along that log. There's 2 at the end and 1 right in the middle. And this one right here. You want a cover crop before lunch?
Yeah, I just want to get that bed done.
Okay. So spreading cover crop? Yeah, or raking it back?
We have to rake back the soil. These
broccoli?
Old broccoli stalks need to get clipped.
Alright, I'll get on raking.
Man, there's like 500 cherries in that thing.
Yeah. Serviceberry galore. There's lots of them on there, huh?
What do those be ripe?
Well, they call them
July.
Juneberry as
Juneberry.
well. But yeah, I'd say July. Maybe that's June in the south. These little low bush blueberries. They got flowers all over them.
It's pretty good.
You just planted that a week or two ago?
Yeah.
Wow, nice cover crop. So this is where all those weeds went. Down here with the piggies. They're just working right through them. Good job. Good job, boys and girls. Eat those weeds. You can see their area here. Really putting it to it. Y'all look good. Eat them weeds. Good job. Wag that tail. Checking out the bloom on this butternut. Hanging down. The leaves haven't really even fully formed. But hanging down. And being pollinated as we speak. By the flowers of the butternut. Pretty, huh? There's almost like grapes hanging down, clusters of grapes. The potting shed. Some of our tomatoes were damaged by the cold weather this Friday and Saturday night. So they're showing a little peaked. But they're not dead, so hopefully they'll pull through. You can see some of those white spots, indicator that it got a little bit too cold for that leaf curl. They're just not as green and vibrant as they could be. Tree animals looking good. Lots of starch. Just trying to keep everything watered. That's the big struggle.